What's up off the hook fam? I'm back with another video. This one's going to be an update, and I hope that I'm speaking loud and clear because I could not find my mics. And making sure that you guys can hear me. So I decided to do an update today because there has been a lot going on, okay? And I just wanted to be able to upload and drop it, okay? But I did have to make a list because I'm long-winded, as most of y'all know, because y'all not even getting through the whole video. I think on average, maybe watching 5-6 minutes of the video. And I can tell also by the comments, because sometimes you're commenting, and if you would have watched the video, you would know different. So I know that you're not fully watching the video. Nonetheless, sorry, I'm using my phone. I gotta change these alerts. Sorry about that. So I'm using my phone right now because, yeah. So what I want to say is first some shout outs, because I did check my channel analytics. My daughter showed me how to do that. And I'm trying to make sure I look the right way here. All right, so shout outs to South Africa. I want to say first and foremost, this is the country that has blessed me with a different view of Africa, because of course we all as Americans have been told the same story about Africa, period. You know, a lot of us thinking that Africa was one Africa. So the fact alone that it's many countries is a lot to look forward to, actually, because there are more on my list to see, definitely. So let's see. So Pretoria, hello. That is also an area that I did want to look at some places in, because I'm just curious on that side. Plus, there is a school there that is for like artsy types of kids, where they can go for drama, music, acting. And since my daughter actually wants to be an actress, I looked at a school there called Pro Arte, A-R-T-E. I may be saying it wrong, but I did look into that school. So to be out that way, there's areas there I would need to look at. Otherwise, I would have to be taking her all the way from Johannesburg side into that side where the school is. I think it's Alpine Park, if I'm remembering correct. And so yeah, I don't know for sure if she's gonna end up doing that. I did look at some other schools as well, but I'll do a separate video on my school journey because I have a 10th grader. So let's see. No. She's gonna be going to the 10th. She's in the 9th now, and we'll be finishing in May here in the States. I'm in the States, in my house in sunny Florida. So let me get back to, cause see, I'll lose my train of thought. So I want to shout out Pretoria because they are like #1 in watching my content. Also, I'm seeing people in other areas as well, but Pretoria was actually, it lists the country and it lists the specific areas, and Pretoria has the highest watching or viewing of my channel. So thank you guys in Pretoria, and ladies and guys, okay? Guys, yeah, sorry. Well, I do have more male watchers though. I don't know what that's about, ladies. Come on now. Y'all not watching my channel? Let's see. So UK, let's see. I had a little bit in the UK. So I want to shout out you guys. And I want to shout out my home country, United States, okay? But it's only like 20% United States. So interesting enough. Thank you all for supporting my journey. Alrighty? So what's going on now? I'm in Florida, so you may have seen the video on the White House. Part 2, I plan to drop later today or tomorrow, because I'm pretty much through the edit. It's not super duper long, but kind of, because it's going to show you the rest of the process of what happened with that house, because I'm not in the house, y'all. So you're going to have to watch this video to find out what happened, okay? So next I have, all right, so what's going on? My plan is to relocate to South Africa. South Africa! Yes. I have my reasoning for that, but I'll do a separate video on that, because I need y'all to stop talking about way back my first time that I came to Africa and talking about the fact of an opinion that I gave specifically about Johannesburg, because that was the only city at the time that I had been to. So it's the only thing that I could say about whatever vibe I was getting at the time. As a whole, I hadn't seen all of South Africa, and I still haven't. But for some reason, people were spewing out that I hated the country, which I never said I hated the country. So that was a misconstruing of my words. But I'm thinking I still have that clip actually, and I was gonna do a video on some of the comments that I get. Thank you for the most part that people don't do extremely rude comments and things like that, because if you don't have I'm sorry, stuff is popping up on my phone. If you don't have nothing good to say, don't say it at all, as they say, as your parents say. But no, I think sometimes people, I don't know, they can get kind of negative, you know. And this is our journey, so we're trying to talk about what we actually experienced. So to me, for somebody to say something negative about something that was not their experience, you may not be talking open and live about your experience because you don't have a YouTube channel, but you're having an experience, whatever that may be. I've been in the country 5 times there in the past year, last year alone. So I have experienced a lot there, which is my story, my opinion, and it might not have been all positive, but even being there in the country, I hear actual South Africans talking about the country, and it ain't the most positive stuff. Okay, so it's not just Americans coming there saying whatever, you know. And maybe it feels different because if you're hearing it coming from somebody that is not from your country. But understand that we see the good, we see whatever can be maybe worked on, things like that, but it doesn't mean that there's a hatred. You know, hate is a strong word to me, and I'm a very wordy person, understanding definitions. Okay, so I don't just say stuff. Alrighty, so as far as I have to sell my house because I need to close down this side of the process here, and that has been hard. My house has been on the market since last year. In February, it will be almost a year that has been on and off the market on this side, because this is after COVID. After COVID, the housing market has taken a hit because in the United States, the interest rates are high, in the 7s right now. We consider that high. When I got my house, my credit was really good, really high, what would be considered really good here. And most of my interest rates on my cars, and even though my house was at a 2.8. So anybody coming into the situation is way above that, like way above that if they're at a 7 or something like that. So it's making us have to bring our houses down, even though the house may be appraised at more, right? So that's what I'm dealing with, this housing bubble. Houses in the area, I'm in a really nice sought after area, but it's a lot of competition because there's brand new houses that are going up right behind, And they have all these incentives they can offer people and stuff like that. So it's been a challenge getting my house sold. So that is, of course, throwing my time off for coming to South Africa. But we'll see. Just have somebody look at it today. So the visa process, I'm planning to start the visa process in a couple of weeks. I did reach out to some people regarding who they use to do the visa process, and I have a couple of quotes. I don't agree with all the quotes, but that's neither here nor there. I have my own personal reasons about that. You know, I have the majority of what I need, so it's just about finding a good situation. If I get help with it, if not, I will be proceeding myself. I do have a lot of knowledge about things, and I am a business person. Have had a couple of businesses that I've run. Why is my lighting is getting crazy here? One moment. Yeah. So many things about using phones. All right. I'm gonna use this angle. I was losing my light. All right. So I'm trying to keep looking. These phones don't have a camera in the middle, and I'm looking all over the place because it's hard. I look like I'm looking off. All right. Anyway, the visa process. So that's the next thing that I'm starting. And then the plan is to do a visit to my hometown in California, visiting my family, my grandmother, taking my daughter and I to be able to see everyone before we make such a big move. So that is on the agenda, and that will probably be around March that we plan to do that. I'm going to be setting up to do a couple of workshops here, my anxiety workshops, so that I can do a little bit of that before I leave, and also my book, the anti-anxiety book. I have a lot of copies that are on-hand copies, and it would be hard to be shipping from South Africa to the States or anything like that. People would have to order online at Amazon, or right now I'm working on the back end of everything as far as getting my site, everything back on my site, and a lot of things I had to stop because there was all this traveling going on. I had to let my team go and stuff like that. So I have to get the back end together, because also I plan to drop the single, and there's things that still need to be wrapped up about that because of what happened with the video situation. Is another situation that actually happened in a South African situation that didn't go as planned at all, and I still got to deal with some business with that, or I will be shooting this video again, just because actually I wanted to just say forget that I shot the whole video and paid the 70% of the money, but I had the business person, it went left, you know, and they tried to back out of what the deal was with me and change things up at the last minute. So this is why it's almost gonna be in another couple of months, a year since we shot that video. Okay, so that's been the hold up. I don't want to drop the song without the video ready and being able to market and promote it and be on the ground there, because I have 2 South African artists that are on there, and it's not gonna make sense to try to do things here when they're in South Africa. So that's what's going on with that. Regarding my books, because you know I am an author, I already have a business book out, and I have the anti-anxiety book, but I have another book that's done, Control the Fear, that I have not dropped yet, and I have a mindfulness book that I have not dropped yet, because I kind of wanted to get behind the anxiety one, you know, at the time. And so actually Control the Fear was done before the anti-anxiety book was done. and even the audio. So I really just need to put that out. But when you're doing a lot of things when it comes to business online, and I also had businesses here in the States, a trucking business and also a rent-a-car business. So it was hard to do my personal things that I love, because I've always been a writer, like always into writing and books and stuff like that since 7th grade, you know. But I started doing the authorship stuff maybe about 2 years ago, as far as actually putting one out. I also have some journals that I put out as well on Amazon. But I'm gonna put a lot of my content on my own site is what I plan to do, because I have a lot of self-development content, self-improvement content, business content, because my How to Start Your Own Business, Service Business book, I had things that were structured around that. You know, I actually can help people with business ideas, starting a business and stuff, especially stateside. As far as in South Africa, I don't know their exact business process. I have looked it up because I plan to start a business there, but the ins and outs of it, no. But as far as just business online, or you know, writing a book or something like that, those things I do know how to do, obviously, because I have done it. So you know, at some point I may offer help with that. I know when I've been in Africa, I have literally had sit-ins with locals that pick my brain a little bit about business ideas and how to do things, more ideas with getting their book out there and stuff like that. So I do that type of thing. So what else is next? All right, so the Hooks Got Books Club is going to be my book club specifically to the things that are upcoming with my books and events and things like that. So once I drop that, if you're interested in seeing that process or being a part of getting the books and being able to read them in advance and reviewing or giving, I actually, when I did the Control the Fear book, the cover, I sent out 4 different versions, and the people helped me to decide which cover to pick out of them, and which the one that was voted on the most is the one I put on the cover. So I do things like that. Also, you know, just trying to build an audience for the type of things that I do. I mostly do nonfiction books that are self-help and stuff like that. I had to fix, sorry, I'm back. I am using my phone, so it timed out. So yeah, I don't know, I think I ended up off on the Hooks Got Books Club. I'm gonna put that link out when I finish setting that up. That's for advanced reviews, being in the know with the new books that I'm dropping, self-development books, self-help books, mostly non-fiction books, and a lot of them kind of are tied into my process or something with a particular thing, especially the first few books that I have done. Okay. All right, so that's it, you guys. That's all the parts I had on here. And again, look out for part 2 of the big white house. Yes, that house was beautiful from the outside. Those were the pictures that were online for the sale of that house. And so of course the pictures look nice. The house did not come with any furniture, so I did have to buy the utility type of products, the fridge, the washer and dryer. It only came with the stove. Okay, so oh, and that pool that looked nice and filled up, yeah, that pool was a hot mess. It was not cleaned at all, so that and the yard was not trimmed or anything. So those were things that I was gonna have to be doing, and I had to go spend money. I mentioned in my list of that situation, the money that I spent to try to go get tools for the person that was going to work on the yard, which cost me over $2,600. I think it was 22, 26, something like that. And went out there to the game store and bought all of this stuff so that they could do the yard, because I didn't know that they didn't come with tools. You know, I found out kind of on the spot after the person was sent there. So, and then I was going to have to pay to get the pool. So all of the things that you would think that a person would do before you move in, yeah, I was going to be expected to do all that. Plus, discovering the things that I discovered inside. All right. But anyway, again, thank you so much for the support of this channel. When we hit 1,000 subs, I plan to do something special for you guys. Yeah, so thank everybody that has been subscribed, because actually I have higher viewership than subscribers. So for whatever reason, they don't want to subscribe, but it is what it is. I also, you know, comment if it's maybe something that you might want me to do a video on. Let me know, because my focus is not always on the YouTube thing, because I do all of these things behind the scenes. So if it's anything specific, then let me know, you know, because I do read my comments. I'll be reading, y'all. All right, peace out, and we off the hook.